All right. Staying with us from 6:45 a.m. till now, just 3 minutes past the hour of 8, here on Church of Uganda Family TV. I hope you went to church yesterday. If you didn't, well, you have another opportunity to go to church again on Sunday. But with me today is Miss Remmie Male. Now, Miss Remmie Male, if you don't know who she is, well, she's about to tell us more. But I would not do her justice if I introduced her, because she has a very big profile. She might not even, we might spend a whole hour talking about the profile, but I'm going to ask her to introduce herself, and then we have that conversation about balancing life and business and employment or whatever. In life, we want to do all these things, but we also have employment, we also have business, we also need to make money. How do we balance the two? Miss Remmie Male, thank you so much for joining us today on Church of Uganda Family TV.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
For someone who has not heard of you or does not know who you are, who is Remmie Male?
I am a simple girl. I like to think of myself. I'm a layman, I'm a Ugandan, but I'm an entrepreneur. I run a foundation in women and youth empowerment. It's called Women of Valour Foundation. I use mentorship, executive coaching, business training, and motivational talks to empower, inspire, and see that somebody gets livelihood options.
Yes.
Because when I finished university, we had these brilliant girls after university, and they got first-class degrees, but they didn't get into the job market. The Ugandan labor market has about 400,000 that it can take it in one go, 400,000 individuals between that bracket. But annually we take out like 200,000 graduates from tertiary institutions, universities, and all that. So we always have a float that remains. So, and we have things like nepotism, folklorism, and all the likes that
those other things,
whatever it is, and African know-how. And not everybody knows everybody. You might be very brilliant and you have the first class, but you don't know somebody in that organization to get in. So we have a lot of float, and it's really unfair. And on a personal note, I discovered that entrepreneurship is the way for us to expand Africa's labor market. And for a while, that's why I started my foundation, Women of Valour Foundation, and then to make a penny or two, I do events management and public relations. Then finally, I'm a business incubator, where I get your dream from scratch, and then I birth it into reality.
I was about to ask you, what does business incubator mean?
Like how you incubate, you know, when the chicken is hatching eggs?
Yes.
Me and you will sit on the eggs, and we hatch, and it comes to life. And then I'm a Christian, an added Christian. I'm a preacher. I have 2 ministries, Beautiful Ashes and Tender Warriors. But I'm mainly focusing on life outside church walls. I'm saying, listen to me. You went to the church, you had the biggest Amina Yesu. The preacher was awesome. But you go back home and the fridge is looking at you, and it's maybe you don't even have a fridge. But
you have
the stomach is talking,
and
the stomach is saying hello. Neighbor, thank you. So you had a good word. So I saw a lot of that, and I said, what was the disparity between this? Let God be true and every man a liar. So that's how between me, the Holy Spirit, and the Bible, we wrote a curriculum where we use the biblical principles and precepts to give people the soft skills they require to see that they bring the Word of God to life into their realities, and
not just
be
on vibes of
amen. And then the preacher will not tell you. Okay, for example, I hope I don't divide a lot, but I love this one. The preacher could tell you, you're going to be rich. I call it the manna theory. I have seen people go crazy, you're going to be rich and blessed and prosperous, yay! But then when they tell you, you have to work hard,
then you're like,
the Amina is like,
but working hard is hard.
So, but if you look at the Bible, we have our forefathers like Abraham. They tell us he dug wells. He dug wells in a desert. Now, I want you and me to imagine somebody digging a well in the desert. And that time they didn't have borehole, drills, borehole drills.
Yes.
They had small garden tools, meaning that to dig that deep thing, it was first of all teamwork and hard work.
Yes.
But today's Christian, the moment they get blisters in their hands, they're going to run to the pastor and say, Pastor, someone is bewitching me. But I'm telling you, hard work means blisters. Nobody's bewitching you.
Yes.
That is hard work that God taught you to work hard.
Yeah.
And I'll bless the works of your hand.
Powerful stuff. You have real said some things, but I see you a lot. For someone watching is thinking, hey, but Mr. Remmie doesn't speak like an ordinary Ugandan person here. But also, I know you've done business outside of Uganda, and you actually spend a lot of time outside Uganda doing business and whatnot. Maybe do you want to talk a little bit about that? What business do you do outside Uganda? Is it the events? Is it PR and events management? Is it the incubator businesses? What do you do outside Uganda?
Ironically, my stories are quite looped in, so let me answer that well. Let me see if I can address this question well. When I was a young girl and I had just finished university, I wanted to go and work in MTN. And I wanted to be the marketing manager of MTN. And being the marketing manager of MTN had nothing to do with my brains or whatever, but I was thinking about the big check and those big cars they used to give those marketing directors.
True.
And then when I reached the labor market, it was like, listen, you have to have experience.
Yeah.
So I was like, where am I going to shop experience? Am I going to go to a supermarket? Because I did get the degree, I did whatever, I studied and everything. I have brought you the papers, they are here.
And you're saying I want 10 years experience. So you're like, now which 10 years
am I going to? Yeah. I got so frustrated. I walked around to look for a job, you guys, until the soles of my shoes were done. I went back, a very frustrated girl, to my room, and I was still at my mother's house. I was so frustrated, and from that time I said, Remmie, you can do it. No one is ever going to believe in you like you know, because I knew I can.
Yeah.
I said, all of you, MTN, Airtel, all of you companies in Uganda, and even I got so wild. I said, even the ones around the world, you're going to hire me. So I got a paper and a pen. A book actually and a pen, and I started writing, what do people say I'm good at? I listed it. What do I know I'm passionate about? And I listed it. Before I was done, I saw that I'm very good at events management and public relations and marketing. My friends would tell me that I could sell snow to the people in the Tundura region. So it means that I am I'm a good salesperson. Yeah. So that's how I opened my events and public relations firm. But then when I got in there, the market was already saturated with people with so-called experience. So I said, okay, I'm going to go into conceptualization. So from that time, I started conceptualization. And when I started conceptualization, I have never stopped. I have never, I didn't know I'm such a big dreamer until I started my conceptualization journey. So I started building concepts. I remember one of them was Africa to Mefika, Touch a Life Through Fashion and Design. And that's how I ended up going to Dublin, Tanzania, whatever. Just to merge, I wanted to give a platform of fashion for African designers with international designers. It worked. I got into another concept. I did so many big events both here. I did big events in Tanzania. I did, and then every time a door would open here and there. And then that's how now the concept of women empowerment came in. I was in Tanzania with a friend of mine called Imelda Mamanga, and she had just come back from Hillary Clinton's Vital Voices Global Women's Mentorship Program. And I'm like, what is mentorship? And then she's like, yeah, sure. this is mentorship, so she told me about it.
Yeah.
Then I got to study about it more. And I'm like, why don't we do it here? If the people in America are doing it for their people and it's working, look what you have turned out to be.
Yeah.
So let's do it. So we were very vigorous girls. I love Imelda Mamanga. She's the owner of Bang Magazine. It's a lifestyle magazine in Tanzania.
Yeah.
So we started to do what we call Dare to Dream. We wanted to do 90 women, where we get 30 mentors and 60 mentees.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful. And it was one-off.
Yeah.
But that event became so huge. We're in the Kunduchi Hotel that the hotel got so full. People were desperate to come in. I had never done an event like it was overflow.
Yeah.
Like now we were like 260.
Yeah.
The hall could not take us in.
Yeah.
People were. I said, what is coming? It means the market is saturated. I mean, the market needs us. So that's how I went into mentorship, and that's how I started to. I made it bigger. I was more deliberate, and that's how my foundation started. And when my foundation started, that's when I started getting global awards. Like people, when you work hard and you make an impact. I first got the IRX Community Solutions Award. Then I was nominated for the Desmond Tutu Award. Then I was nominated for the Vital Voices Lead Grow Award. I was like, okay, but those were natural rewards that come from helping people in the community or impacting society. I didn't see that coming, and it opened for me a new door, because now the family I have from IRX is global, because they choose about 61 influential leaders around the world. It was so unbelievable that I was one of the 61 global leaders. I'm like,
all right.
Okay. And then after that, with Vital Voices, they first chose maybe 30, 360, then 100, then 11, and I was still one of them. I said, maybe I'm doing something good somewhere. But all these synergies and all these people that I meet, and then they send you to their countries, like for example the State Department, they send you to the US, and then for that time they put me in Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska. I have never ever enjoyed my life. Yes, I've been around the world, but Alaska was quite an unbeatable experience.
Really?
The perception, the perception is very wrong. The first time, this is the true story. And don't tell anyone, I'm just telling you. So when the State Department put me in Alaska, my friends started saying, that is a village in America. I said, "Che." My friends were like, I'm going to New York, I'm going to California. I was like, I'm finished. Alaska, I'm finished. So I called my mom. Hello, mommy. I'm feeling like I'm cursed. Like I'm not so lucky. Everyone is given New York and California. I've been given Alaska. So my mom was like, listen to me. Pack your bags. A village in America is way better than a village in Uganda. Go. That's the best advice I've ever had. I packed my bags. I went to Alaska. Guess what? I was on ABC and Fox. My friends in California didn't get there. I was eating with Senator Mark Bigich. I was there. I was working with the YWCA. Like I was sitting with governors in the little village. Baby, in Anchorage. It was not village at all. Uganda needs 100 years to get to where Anchorage is.
Not like that now.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Yes. Remmie Male there. I usually hear the concept of growth a lot, and we'll probably talk about it a little bit more. I hear people saying it a lot. I want to grow. Where I'm working, I want to grow. Or in my life, I want to grow. In fact, even when we are praying, we say, God, may you grow me. May I find growth in whatever thing I'm doing. But I feel like sometimes we don't understand what that word means. Growth. What does growth mean? And I mean, as if holistic growth. What does growth mean in life? Growth. What does growth mean for you in a business? What does growth mean for you even as a young, if there are young people out there watching us, youth or whatever? What does growth mean, and how do we actively grow, is it the same concept as physical growth where you just chill, the years will come and go? Or we actually need to put in some work in that growth that we need?
Thank you. It's a beautiful question you've asked.
Yeah.
But people normally pay me for these classes. And they pay me good money. So
Yeah.
now I'm supposed to give this wisdom for free.
Yeah.
Chineke,
Yeah.
I have just written a book. It's called Gango, Networks Reflect Net Worth.
Okay.
When it's out, I'll come back here. So
Yes,
I tell you everywhere to get it. I'll put it on Amazon and it will be accessible to everybody. But I talk a lot about how to grow yourself. Now, growth, like how we grow in real life, is the same concept.
Okay.
You need to feed to grow, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of logistics required and deliberate.
Yeah.
If you don't feed, you die. Or you get stunted growth in real life. That is the same with business and everything. I like to think about our minds as a sponge. What you feed it, either you can be malnutritioned, or you can grow well.
Yeah.
Your body in real life.
Yes.
When you feed it, either you grow well or you are malnourished.
Yes.
Most of us have stunted business growth because we feed our minds with the wrong things.
Yeah.
What you feed your mind consciously and subconsciously will affect your personal growth. What do I mean? The things you keep around you, the people, the social circle, your social network matters a lot.
Yeah.
If you have a social network that is not up to scratch, you're going to be not up to scratch.
Yeah.
They say that you are the average of the 5 people around you. But I would love to expand it that you are the average of the community around you, within even the 5, because there's a lot of things that play in your life.
Yeah.
If you choose to feed your brain with spirituality, then you're giving yourself spiritual capital. And that will help you grow. We need you need faith to hold on, because the journey in growth in business is not is hard.
Yeah.
You need grit. And by the way, if you ask anyone, Bill Gates, anybody, Mark Zuckerberg, how did you? It was perseverance and grit that kept them going. I believe in what I am going for, even when the circumstances look like nothing is happening, and that is what has helped me. Yeah. Some people even look at me and find me ridiculous, but me, I know. And then I wake up and explode and and I feel like I fluked. I didn't. Yeah. It was grit. Even when my circumstances wouldn't let me go into that. Yeah. I knew where I'm headed, and I kept pushing towards it. Like you keep knocking on it, until you make the hole and you make it in there. So growth is a deliberate process. Yeah. Growth, this is a big class, but listen, let me tell you, growth, you have to grow spiritually, you have to grow your social network, you have to grow intellectually. Now, intellectual growth, they even have a joke about us Africans, that if you want to hide a secret, hide it in a book. Yes. Very funny. They didn't see God coming. Because today there is Google. Yes. And there is audio. Yes. Even if you're lazy and you don't want to read, you can go and listen. How do you grow? This that I'm saying, this that you're asking me. Yeah. Me, if you're in my class, I'll tell you there's a teacher who loves you, who cares for you and cares about your growth, and that is Google. Whether you wake Google up in the morning, at midnight, he will tell you what to do. And he is never ever tired of you asking. And he's ready to answer. That's why I think Google is a woman. He's a mother. He cares for us. So you can grow by studying intellectually, your social capital. If you have friends who have you heard about something like dream snatching? Yes. You come to me and you're like, Remmie, I want to start
this business. And then Remmie tells me why.
You
look at you. How can you do this? Can you even handle?
So you have a dream snatcher in your social circle. Yeah. There are so many. I keep telling Ugandans, I beg go. We need to change the PhD theory. Pull him down, pull her down.
Yeah.
I have never I have trotted the globe. I have. But I have never seen a community where they strive to pull another down. Like how Ugandans strive to pull another down. This one will not go further.
Yeah.
I'm going to do everything to see that I pull him down or I pull PhD. That is business for villagers. Okay, not even villagers are better.
Yeah.
Because at least back in the days, even I come from the Baganda, we had what they call Omuzanganda. Even globally, they know us as the most hospitable community.
Yes.
So what kind of poison has come in our community today that we cannot have business synergies? When I was in Alaska, that is when I saw these Americans. Even if the American did not like the other, business is business.
Yeah.
I'm telling you today, for your business growth, emotions don't make money. Business is business. Whether you don't like this person, it's time to do business.
Let's
do
do
your
the
business
and
a toot suit.
Yeah.
Go, adios. You understand?
Yeah.
But do the business. I would see them, they don't like each other, and it's so true. It's even public knowledge.
Public knowledge, yeah.
But they would be very professional. And they will have very good synergies.
Yeah.
The bigger picture is what we have to do for our community. How do we help the youth in our community?
Yeah.
Then you see this organization, and they have what they call healthy competition.
Yes.
We have poisonous competition, where you cannot get this whole chunk and finish it alone. But Ugandans, we are hoarders.
We want it is mine, it is mine.
You can't hoard. You can't hoard. When you hoard, you limit yourself. Let me tell you, I used to have that mentality because I was brought up in a community that thought like that. I don't think like that. I do not mind sharing. As long as the synergy, I bring this synergy and this synergy, this one has this strength and this one has this strength, and then we cut the cake and we share. If you do not, when the cake is bigger, you share bigger.
Yeah.
But if you don't do that, you get nothing.
Yeah.
First of all, your results are stunted.
Yes.
That is the stunted growth I'm talking about. So we need to learn how to have synergies, business synergies, and build them and see that we are okay with them. So I'm telling you, you have to build yourself intellectually.
Okay.
In the area where you're going. You have to do that. Your social circle is also see that you have the right synergies around you, and you have the right people speaking into your life. That is where you have a mentor, you have a coach, you have a trainer, you have a cheerleader, somebody who cheers you on, and you say, "Yay,
Let's
go,
go.
Byron,
Yeah.
go." You
Yeah.
know, even if I'm like, but I have my cheerleader. Today morning, how did it go? That guy who had promised me the money didn't. Don't worry, Byron. Tomorrow when you go to the next one, he'll give you.
So we need that cheerleader.
You need a cheerleader in there. You need supporters.
Yeah.
You need someone who gives, even if there are those people who give you moral support, and because this mental space, my friend. Mental health is a real thing when you're trying to grow.
True.
You understand? And if you are alone, you can get anxious, overwhelmed, and But then also, you need somebody, besides just a supporter, you need sponsors. Byron, have you seen Ugandans? I need to sit properly. And I look into the camera. Have you seen Ugandans who say they are your friends? And they take you out and they buy you a lot of alcohol?
Yes.
2 million. But they can't give you that 2 million for capital.
I don't know why though.
Have you seen that?
I've seen it. It baffles me all the time.
And then you say, my dear friend Byron, fire in the name of Jesus. That's not a friend though. That's someone who is ruining your life and take it in somewhere. You can, I'm not saying dump them, but cultivate them. In my book I even teach how to cultivate networks. Like you have your core circle, your inner circle, and your outer circle. Stop making mistakes. If someone is a very good alcohol buyer, that's not your core person. That's an inner circle friend. Not a core circle friend. A core circle friend is a sponsor. Byron, I heard you were starting that dream. You wanted to
start this business.
This business.
How much did you say?
I have some money. Just make it when you give me. You understand? Isn't that a friend?
That is a friend.
Isn't that a nice sponsor? I'm not saying that friendship should be about
money.
The two things. But I'm saying that if somebody can sponsor you and you go forward. Hey, in Uganda, Chineke. It is a rare,
it's a rare occurrence
to find a sponsor in your core circle. I'm not saying there's so much. Even if you don't sponsor me, support me. For example, for me, most of the people will tell you, I might not have the mullah, this one, but I'll find who will give you the mullah. When I hear you have a dream, I will connect you to the person who will give you
capital for it.
Because I am your supporter. I'll say, I have a colleague who deals in this. I will pick my own phone and I call, hello, I have a friend called Byron. He's starting a beer depot. And you are the marketing director of Nile Breweries. I would love for you to help my friend. I vouch for you. I support you. I support you. Don't go and embarrass me and don't deliver. But most times when someone has a dream and whatever, and we are good friends, it's a symbiotic. I mean, it's not a parasitic relationship. It's a symbiotic relationship where if I rub your back, you rub mine. So if I vouch for you, you honor and respect me by delivering and not embarrassing.
That's the hard work you're talking about earlier on, that yes, we have vouched for you, but then start
don't
working.
Get lazy.
Don't get lazy.
And Ugandans, I have had so many people who were like, Remmie, I don't have a job, I don't have a job. And I swear to God, I pick my phone and I'm like, Byron, please help Anita and give her this job. And they give her the job. And 2 months down the day, hey, this job. Byron, are you crazy? Have you forgotten how you suffered to get there? Can't you use that job to see how you harness and get the experience? Because experience is not bought from a supermarket. Everywhere you go, they will ask you,
where have you worked?
As you work here and you harness your strength and you grow yourself, you get the next job. But hey, Ugandans, Byron doesn't smile a lot. I thought
we were friends.
They have the no. I tell you, Ugandans, emotions don't make money. You didn't go to the job to make friends with your boss, your colleague. You make friends in your community, but at work, please be professional.
We are making money. We are here to work. So let's work.
So stop putting your emotional baggages and whatever at the workplace. Be professional. Be relatable. Be a team player. But those are not your cousins. Those are your workmates. We need to learn how to categorize acquaintances, colleagues, whatever. You've asked me a broad subject.
I sense you're about to.
I'm about to explode, and I feel like, but it's all right.
Yes, but allow us to take a short break. But when we come back, we'll be talking about balance. Now, the actual balancing. Now, man, we want to be holistic. We want to be friends, but also, how do we then balance life and the workplace and business? Let's go in for a break, but when we come back, we'll be coming back with more from Miss Remmie Male. Do not go anywhere.
Brethren, yes we can. We can clear the debt of church house. And I want to invite you to give generously to the love gift. May God bless you as you give.
The Heroes in Health Awards once again present you an opportunity to celebrate your heroes in the health sector across Uganda under the theme Protect, Invest, Together. Do you know an organization, innovation, or individual whom you admire for their professionalism, sacrifice, and impact in your community? Do they go above and beyond the ordinary call of their duty? Let Uganda know about your hero. To nominate, visit www.hihaawards.com. Nominations are open until the 1st of October 2021. The Heroes in Health Awards 2021 are brought to you by the Ministry of Health in conjunction with Extraordinary Media, with support from National Medical Stores, World Health Organization, and
Easy Change Forex Bureau. We deal in all major foreign currencies like US dollars, British pounds, euros, Kenya shillings, and very many others. We are located at Church House Level 1, Shop number 4 along Kampala Road. We operate from Monday to Friday 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturday 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information, contact us on 0706 09 4189 or 0783 837363. For the best forex rates, Easy Change Forex Bureau is your answer.
Right. Thank you so much for staying with us till this time. Just 26 minutes left to the hour of 9 a.m. Thank you so much for staying with us here on Church of Uganda Family TV, where we enrich lives. Today with us to enrich your life is Miss Remmie Male, who is here talking about very many things: growth, personal finance, business, and whatnot. Thank you so much, Remmie, for being with us this morning. Before the show, before the break, we were talking about growth, balancing growth, and how that is important. You said, you mentioned how, man, when you're at work, let's be professional. Let's be at work. We are not cousins and brothers. We are here to work. So let's work. But then for a normal Ugandan who has an 8 to 5 or even 8 to 6, 8 to 7 job, it seems like routine. Right? It seems like, man, I wake up at 6, go to work, leave at 6 p.m., go home, sleep. I'm tired, I sleep. Same, Monday to Friday, sometimes even Monday to Saturday. It feels like it's stunted. And again, we'll talk about growth a bit. But it feels like it's stunted and we don't have any balance. We feel like we are unbalanced. Man, I want to go out with my friends a bit. Yeah. But also, man, I'm tired to go out. I like balancing life and business and employment and work. How do we do it? Is it possible, or we choose a struggle and stick with that struggle? And yeah, how do we do it?
You know that work is very good.
Yes, it is.
And succeeding at work is very good.
Yes.
And tasty and addictive. Mm-hmm. And also life, personal life. Health is also fun and addictive. Mm-hmm. Everything that is good can take you, and it is addictive. Most of us think that planning should be for budgets only. Ironically, what is your weekly budget? Your daily budget?
My daily budget is 10K.
Okay. Weekly budget?
Weekly budget, depending on how the weekend goes. If there is a birthday, yeah. If there is no birthday, yeah. So depending on how my week goes.
You're even trying.
Yeah.
But you have to be, that is called financial literacy.
Yes.
We have to be financially literate. That is when we can save, and that's when things don't overwhelm us.
Yeah.
So planning, I'm going back to planning. Financial literacy, budgeting, whatever. Like the way we budget our money.
Yeah.
Diligently, because we don't want to go hungry, and yet we don't, like, there's what they call basic necessities of life, and then there are luxuries of life. So sometimes the basic necessities have a way of sucking us in, and they make us forget about what we think are luxuries of life, but they are not. So planning is the first Strategic planning.
Yeah.
You strategize properly. That these many hours will go towards work. Whether they jump themselves or they jump themselves. Have you seen people like that?
Yeah.
I will not take anything about work after 6 p.m.
Even though it's over.
Whether you jump yourself or you jump yourself. Okay, there are some occasions when you can find yourself jumping yourself, but it's not a habit. It's not habitual.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Then you give yourself time for family. People have broken families because work. We have youth, a generation of youth who are so lost. They have not been mentored well to grow into. We have cheated our children in the next generation because we didn't bring them up. We thought that if I work hard, pay the school fees, that is a no.
Not like that.
So it's not like that, my brother.
Yeah.
So I want to look at work-life balance in 3 areas. The first one is cultural. Second one is gender. And then the third one is economic or societal, the economics that you're in. There are gender parities that have caused this. If we can wake up in our marriages and we say husband, wife, these gender roles are too much. I can't have my societal gender role and be in position to excel at work.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
I'm burning out. Madam, by gender role, let me start from a man.
Yeah.
Mchala wange nyambako. Every morning, mwami kameza, what, the kids are kamezering, the wife is kamezering, the jaja is kamezering, the family is kamezering, everyone is kamezering. Hello from the village, kamezering.
Yeah.
I'm only one person. I have dreams. I'm trying to drive. I'm one man. One man, musajja ombwati.
What?
Maybe even my salary is 500 or 1M.
Yes.
And I have to kameza the whole village. Madam, gender, female, hold my hand. Let's both find a way to make money.
Yeah.
So let's sit down and strategize and see how you help me out.
Yeah.
We start a business for you. We do something. Can you do something so that we get this financial burden up together?
So that it's not a one-man show or whatever.
Now I'm going to the female gender. You may know.
Hey.
Mchala, you didn't lay the bed. Mchala, you didn't cook. Mchala, you don't. She's working. She woke up at the same time to go to work at the same time with you. Please. You understand why I'm saying we have to be we have to have a table discussion, a beautiful table discussion, a humane table discussion, because both genders are crying. Gender roles are killing us. Gender roles are killing us. They cannot give us a balance. My husband is coming. He's very tough. He does not eat microwaved food. Hey, these African men. He has to eat fresh made today. Wombo did what? Have you heard of this? Hey, fire. I better not even. But can we make food?
Yeah.
And then when we come back from work, mommy, and we microwave, I don't know, and we share, or we warm, okay, you don't have to microwave, we grill it down there, you know, things like that. Let's not be so harsh. My wife has to be the one who mops. Can we hire somebody to help us out because we are both working?
Yeah.
Have you seen the trouble of gender roles failing us to have one, and then the person burns out?
Yeah. And
burning out, we are going to touch that one.
Yeah.
Let's go for economies.
So you're talking about cultural. So now you're talking about economy.
No, gender roles.
Gender roles.
Gender roles.
So still under cultural, right?
Gender roles. No, gender. Gender. Musajja mukazi. Our gender roles. In around the world, There are things they think this is a woman's role.
Thing. Okay, yeah, this is a man's
and this
role.
is a man's role.
Gotcha.
And they have put it in stone. They have cast it in stone. Nobody is helping nobody. But are we robots?
Can't we change?
Can't we
Yes.
adjust?
Adjust, yeah.
You understand? So
Yes.
that somebody can balance out the other. Number two, I was going to economics. There are countries like America or whatever, those ones. And then there are some poor countries like this, my country. Where you are the only breadwinner, like, because we have they say that our urban population is 15%. 85% is in the rural areas.
Yeah.
So the people under the poverty line are quite a number. If you look, Byron, you might tell me, hey, my judge is still in the village, whatever, I don't know if they ate. Remember you have, it is called, it's something, the burden, the culture, this African burden, but it means that even before the family burden, before you even go out to start, you already have a burden. You paid your school fees.
Yeah, you need to.
You will be the one who will be the one to put the entire village into. Yeah. You understand? So that has helped, has really stopped people from the economic situation, and the poverty situation has really, really made people have no chance. You think about stopping work and you're like,
but wait, I can't stop.
I can't stop, these people won't eat. So basic needs, that basic need requirement, because they will die. This one has not gone to school, this one is school fees. You understand? So it's very hard. You understand? So these are aspects, these are elements that, but I want you to know, what else did I talk about? Culture. Culture. Yes, then also culture. Culture will tell you that, again, culture will come in with gender, and it will come in with the way we carry ourselves, or our work ethics and our work culture. We have people who are slave drivers. You've heard about my boss is Indian. Yes. Have you heard about that stereotype? Yes. My whatever. And it's not because it's the work culture is just so bad. The work culture is bad. You would have loved to balance yourself, but you have a boss who calls you at 9 p.m. and tells you, Byron,
you need to be here. Hey, what's the plan?
So also the work culture matters. So now let's see. Now I want us to look at all these aspects, and they are beyond us. That's what I want us to notice. Yes. They are beyond us, and I understand you. But if you let them govern you, you are going to get what they call burnout. You are going to get chronic anxiety. Your mental space is going to be evaded. You're going to get things like hypertension. You're going to get ulcers. You're going to get these things whether you want or you don't want. So the reason why it is imperative that you take a breather and you say, in a day I have 24 hours. So if I have 24 hours a day, how many hours am I going to put in personal life, and how many hours I'm going to put in baking business? They don't have to be half and half. But you have to be strict about your personal life and your work. You have to be strict about all of them. That work is work, and it starts at 8 to 6. But work should not come into personal life. Technology. I know we're going into the 4th industrial revolution. But if you do not master technology, technology will master you.
That's true.
It will ruin your life. It will, you understand? You see this laptop? It will take you home and you start working at home, things you would have done at work. And at work you start doing Facebook and chatting with Remmie Male because they are awake. Then you start working at night. So you see, now your social life is coming at workplace, and workplace is going to the marriage. You understand? So things like that. We have to be deliberate. We have to manage ourselves. And there's only one word about work-life balance. It is called discipline.
It's true.
I'm going to do the gym at this time. I'm going to go and whatever. I'm going to do health care at this time. I'm going to do self-care at this time. I'm going to do family at this time.
And you're disciplined on doing them at that time.
The answer to work-life balance is discipline.
Well, I don't have... Someone told me, Remmie, I had someone say, I think it was actually Vusi Tembegwayo from South Africa. He mentioned something that stuck with me. He said that leaders usually don't need motivation. They need discipline. Because motivation, man, you wake every day when you wake up, you're not motivated to wake up, but you need discipline. And what I'm hearing from balancing out both life and business is, first of all, you need to plan. And when you plan and you say, I'm leaving work at 6, or I have what? 6, you're disciplined to follow through. And to do that and consistently. That's the only way you'll get that balance. That's nice. I want us to quickly, because we're left with like 10 minutes, I want us to quickly tackle, I want to call it a disease amongst us young people. We want things very quickly. We want to drive a nice car, because I've seen Remmie Male here, she's in a nice car, I've seen her on TV, I want to be like her. Hey, man, we don't know how long it took Remmie to get that nice car or be where she is. We don't know what it takes for us to get there. But we want things very, very fast. Particularly young people want to drive a nice car quickly. We want money quickly. And the value of patience seems to have skipped our minds. It seems like we don't want to be patient. Speak to that young man, young lady out there who is thinking like, when the time is going, he's what, 24, 25, around there, time is going, I need to drive, my friends are driving,
do you remember when I told you that we have a generation that has not been brought up?
Yes.
I don't want to blame only that youth. I want to blame the entire community. Really? Because they tell us it takes a village to raise a... I was raised by a village. There's so many people who have poured into me. Grace Bataringaya, Init Bemba, my mother, my uncle, my mentors. Hey.
Community, really.
Magichigozi, Miriam Matembe, Remmie Makasule. If I start blabbering, so many email the peer mentors, community mentors, social mentors. I have so many people who have poured in me. One time when I live in a very humble area, but I didn't want to live there. But I own where I stay. I wanted to live by the beach side or in Naguru, you understand?
Yeah.
But the place that I owned, which my mother gave me to Mint Quad, I didn't like it. Yeah. Because it was not in a posh neighborhood. And I was like those kids. My Bishop Rutuama sat me down and told me, Remmie, he mentored me, opened my mind. That is the best decision I've ever made in my life. You understand? Like now I have that simple house, it's mine, it's whatever, and I didn't remember as I grow into what I don't care what you... First of all, we have what we call peer pressure. We are a community where peer pressure and bandwagon effect has really swallowed us. Yeah. So please, opinions are like noses. For me, that's me. Everyone is entitled to one. Yeah. You see this nose? It can be big, it will need oxygen. It can be small, it will need oxygen. When it's sharp, small, they call it indaro, it needs oxygen. It can whatever. So opinions are like, I don't care what you think about me, it's not going to kill me. Yeah. Opinions are like noses, everyone is entitled to one. But please, don't let people's opinions of you be the dictation of who you will be. Yeah. Let the truth and the facts of your life mold you into the truth of what you want to be. Be flexible. Adjust. Tone down. If you have if you are my friend and my friends call my house Little Spain. If you don't find it fancy, you're not my friend, go away. And they are multi-billionaires. And they love my place too. And they loved it when it was dingy, and they loved it when I developed it, whatever. And maybe they will love my seaside beach house when I
Whenever
get it.
you get it, yeah.
But please don't make me if that friend is, because that peer pressure is one of, if you have people in your social circle that pressure you into being that other person, like they embarrass you, that's not your friend, my friend. Leave them alone now. You are social climbing, you are quest patterning, leave them.
Yeah.
You understand? Because they are going to cause you trouble. So, and I believe that we can mentor ourselves to do better. You understand? By listening to wisdom, because our parents, those people, the generation I'm talking about, were not parented. It's called the spoiled brat mentality.
Yes.
They binge watch. I have to finish.
They are entitled.
They are entitled, but it's not. It's the way you brought up. It's the way they were brought up. They don't know better. We really maliced them. You understand?
Yeah.
But much as I don't believe in pity parties.
Yeah.
That okay, you bring the coffee cup. Me, let me bring the teapot. Let's talk about our pity. Oh, they didn't bring us up properly. Oh, you what? Is it tea? Okay. Oh, our parents. No.
Pity
For
party,
how long?
0.
You understand? So go work on yourself, because you know you are like how you know that you are damaged good. Go back to the manufacturer and remanufacture yourself. Build yourself spiritually, intellectually. Learn the wisdom, and please be flexible.
Yeah.
Tone down. Don't overspend. Don't overreach.
Yeah.
You understand?
Gotcha.
Yes.
Remmie Male there. In about 2 minutes. Usually at the end of our show, I usually encourage my guests to encourage the guys out there. I mean, COVID came, distorted us, business-wise, whatever. For a guy out there who seems hopeless, for a guy out there who is thinking, but is there hope? Is there? Why should I wake up in the morning? For that guy out there who is discouraged, in about 2 minutes, encourage the brethren.
For me, I would tell you that the 4th industrial revolution is here. I personally thought it would take us like 5 years or 10 years to get there, but COVID just got us and roughed us up and put us down there. So I want you to go and study the 4th industrial revolution and how you can tap into it. When you understand the 4th industrial revolution, you understand how to play it, whether there is COVID or not. What do I mean? Technology has revolutionized the way we do things. What do I mean? What is the 4th industrial revolution? It has blockchain, it has artificial intelligence, it has cryptocurrency, and Internet of Things. So I want you to focus on Internet of Things. How do I get my business and put it out on the internet so that I can work at home? How do I find myself? How do I use my Facebook? Not for social engagement, but use my Facebook to make money.
Yeah.
So, sweetheart, don't get discouraged. Empower your mind, feed your mind, and see that you restructure yourself to tap into this new era. It is God's way of telling us this is the new way of living. So stop crying, come onto the wagon. We all have. Those who have, it's, by the way, it's easy. Going into the unknown is hard, but once you get there, you will definitely excel. It becomes easier.
All right, Remmie Male there. If they want to reach you, how do they reach you? Or how do they reach, where is Women of Valour Foundation? Where do we find you?
Remmie Male, my name is REMIE MALE.
Okay.
Google me. But those of you, Google me, you'll get me. Those of you who want to see me early, I'm incubating an American young beauty queen called Ashley Watson. She's written a book called Poetic Tales of a Beauty Queen. We'll be launching it at the Latitude this coming Sunday. So come, we meet there. We shall talk. We shall talk.
All right. That is Remmie Male there. Reach Google. Yeah, the 4th industrial revolution is here. Google her and find out how you can reach her, but also if you can get to the Latitude on Sunday, catch her there as well. This has been awesome. I now know better. I now know that I need to be disciplined. I need to plan. I need to adjust. I need to be flexible. I've learned many things in just these 40-something, 50 minutes. I've been with Remmie Male. Thank you so much for staying with us from 6:45 a.m. till now. Just 3 minutes to the hour of 8. to the hour of 9 a.m. Next up is Kids Vibe. If you have children at home, they are waiting for school, but school is not yet here, please encourage them to watch Kids Vibe, where we enrich their lives through those things that we show. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, 6:45 a.m. here on Church of Uganda Family TV. Enriching lives. See you tomorrow.